Hey y'all, I'm Officer Tobias with the Early Police Department. I've been on patrol for 4 years and then the school resource officer for Early ISD for 2 years. I became a police officer 6 years ago. Before that I worked for Broward ISD for 11 years. So when the opportunity came for the school resource officer program, Early PD along with Early ISD came up with a plan to get the SRO implemented. And so we fought long and hard for several years. Some days I start out on a campus, opening car doors, greeting students, just building rapport along the campuses, over 4 campuses. Sometimes I get a phone call at 7 o'clock in the morning, some situation that I have to get to as soon as I clock on. Sometimes I'm walking around, checking doors and things like that, going around the parking lots, just hanging out with the kids. We get to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the community. Not only am I building relationships with students, I'm also building relationships with parents and staff members.
We love Officer Tobias so much. She not only takes care of us and protects us, but she truly cares about each individual student and each staff member. She knows every student by name, and she truly invests her time in getting to know the students. So we absolutely love her.
I do try to remind students that I'm not strictly here for law enforcement duties, but also to be another resource for them, kind of like an educator, a counselor, in addition to being law enforcement. So although I do have law enforcement duties, I'm able to go out and still build those relationships.
We love our Officer Tobias, and she loves the kids, and they love her.
We love Officer Tobias!
The DREAM program is the drug recognition, education, and mentoring program. All the 5th graders that go through Early do get to participate in the program if their parents allow them. At the high school level, we've done self-defense classes. The PD guys have joined me. We've done other seminars where they can ask us questions, talk about traffic stops, things like that. The counselors and I work together to talk about bullying, suicide prevention. Sometimes we have students who have issues with law enforcement, and we try to combine our heads together to give them a different outlook on law enforcement, because maybe they've been in an incident that they didn't have such a good outlook on law enforcement. When I first started and I went out to the primary, there was one student, it was a little girl, and every time she saw me, she ran and cried to get away from me. She had the most horrible experience with law enforcement as a little bitty girl. And so, and primary age is pre-K through 2nd grade. So then when she got up into elementary, I was still on campuses, hanging out, and they have 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And finally, when she was in 4th grade, I remember her coming up to me and she was like, Officer Tobias, there's someone at the door. And I'm like, oh, are you talking to me? And she's like, yes, there's someone at the door. Aren't you supposed to keep us safe? So it ended up being someone from Region 15, which is our region people over our district. And she did exactly what she was supposed to do, but that was the first time she came in contact with me, not scared of me. And then after that, we were like best friends. That was one of the biggest factors in me like working in the schools, because I mean, if I can reach a little girl that, you know, is deathly afraid of law enforcement, to her coming up and hugging me and letting me know how wonderful she did at livestock shows, I mean, that just is definitely heartwarming. I really enjoy the amazing support from the community, from the parents, from my law enforcement partners, everyone at the admin level, all the staff and students. Everyone's been very supportive and helpful. I get to collide both worlds, school and policing, so this is a perfect job.